You studied different ways to express willingness, obligation, and necessity in this unit. Let's look at this language again. Hafiz has just had a difficult day at work. He tells his sister Aisha about it. Listen to their conversation.
Oh, I really must tell you what happened at work today. You know I have to present my sales report at the monthly team meetings. Well, first I had to make 30 copies of the report, all 20 pages of it.
Oh dear, I have an ominous feeling already. Did something go wrong?
Yes, something went wrong. Both the copiers in the office broke down, and to make matters worse, the print shop across the street was closed. I had no choice but to use my own printer, which took ages.
And no one was prepared to help you out? No wonder you're annoyed.
Hafiz says, I really must tell you what happened at work today. He uses the modal must because he feels it's necessary for him to tell the story. Hafiz continues, You know I have to present my sales report. He uses have to because someone, probably his boss, decided it was necessary for him to present the report. Hafiz says, I had to make 30 copies of the report. He uses had to because he's talking about something that was necessary in the past. Must is only used for the present and future. Hafiz adds, I had no choice but to use my own printer. He uses the phrase, had no choice but to, because he was obliged to use his own printer. He had no alternative. Aisha remarks, and no one was prepared to help you out? The phrase, be prepared to, means the same as be willing to. She's surprised no one was willing to help Hafiz. Look at a table with different ways to express obligation and necessity. We use have to and must to say what is necessary. We only use must to refer to the present or future. We can use different forms of have to when we refer to the past or future. We can also use have got to when we say something's necessary. We often use it for arrangements. We can use had better to give advice. We can also use it to make a threat. We use be supposed to when it's necessary to do something according to rules or instructions. There are a number of different ways to express willingness, obligation, and lack of obligation. Look at the table. Some expressions of willingness are followed by an infinitive. Some are followed by an ing verb or a noun. Notice that the phrase have no objection to is either followed by an ing verb or a noun, not an infinitive. We use need to for obligation. We use don't need to and needn't for lack of obligation. Notice there's no to after needn't. When you are ready, go to the activity. Is the grammar correct? Choose yes or no. That's correct. We say, I have no objection to getting an earlier train, and thanks, but you needn't drive me to the airport. Well done. That's the end of this language check. Remember, you can use it again whenever you want to revise expressions to indicate willingness, obligation, and necessity.